You're late. But no matter. Relax. We won't have any more gifts to deal with. Light and darkness are in perfect balance, thanks to your noble efforts. So...
Why is darkness surrounding Astos? What's going on? Astos! He's reaching.
We finally partitioned ourselves off from that vile, obsolete world. We cannot allow them to re-establish the connection from their end. That is why we keep monitoring the balance of light and darkness. If it looks like it will crumble, then we inject darkness to reverse the course, or reset the world if need be.
Of course. If I could reset the world. No, that's not enough. I need chaos. Chaos! This first land. Sophia, you were guiding, aren't you? bastards don't deserve a future. I'll use their power against them. And the power they hate the most. I'll tear it all down. Everything they hold dear. Only then will I end this ridiculous farce.
Warning. Chaos infection. Warning. Chaos infection. Extraction denied. Extraction denied. Initiate immediate memory erasure and pacification.
Screw you. Screw you all!
Warning. Chaos infection. Warning. Chaos infection.
Decompression in Station 19. Positive ID. Senior Agent Jack Garland.
He's completely corrupted.
But this wasn't in Astos' report.
He's a traitor. That's why.
Contagion confirmed.
Report!
Unknown. Suspected metaphysical anomaly. Corruption spreading.
If this continues, he'll reestablish our link to the old world.
Then we have no choice. Reset it.
I see no other option.
Activating dimensional crystal matrix. Preparing to initiate world reboot.
Agent Jack Garland, can you hear me?
Clear as day.
The station you're in is infected. We're going to reinitialize it along with the old world. We've got no other choice.
Who do you think you are?
He's unintelligible.
Likely due to chaos corruption.
Jack, acknowledge.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Dimensional crystal matrix ready. Standing by.
Do it.
Activating.
Arrogant bastards! Wanna play God? I won't let you! I'll rip that power from your hands and make it my own!
What are you doing? Jack, stop!
Bastards don't deserve the right to play God! Smash the light until only darkness remains!
What is that?
Analyzing.
You're wasting your time. This soul is mine to devour. A feast fit for chaos! Now I'll swallow you whole, and even those damn fiends will kneel to me as their lord! I know who you are.
I am Darkness Manifest, the sum of the world's fears. You stand before despair given form. You stand before chaos.
Shut up. The mantle of chaos is mine. I claim your darkness as my own.
shown that you are worthy. Bear your soul to me.
You asked for it. Just don't flinch from what you see.
Jack, let's talk this out. What do you want?
It's not enough. It's still not enough.
Central has given clearance to isolate and detach Station 19. Control is to be transferred to the next station.
Agent Garland, you are hereby discharged. Goodbye, Jack. Lufenia thanks you for your service.
You give Central a message of resignation for me. You'll never cast off your shackles to the old world. Not as long as you continue to flush your darkness into Cornelia. So I'll bide my time. Gather my strength, and use that link to return someday. Mark my words. I'll be back to wipe all of you from existence. I'll burn your precious Lufenia to the ground!
That is absurd.
You saw the power I now wield.
Chaos, unpredictable, uncontrollable, while our technology advances by the day.
While you're down there, Jack, do remember to keep an eye out for the Warriors of Light. Balance is everything. Champions will arise one day to bring you low.
What the hell do you know about Cornelia? Here's a tip. There's no such thing as the Warriors of Light. They're just empty hopes, false dreams, childish fantasy. Who knows more about what makes a warrior of light than us? I get it now. Hey, boss. Don't bother sending any more strangers.
What are you talking about? What's so funny?
Answer us!
Not a chance!
In my sights. And never miss. Here it comes. And never miss. Here it comes. In my sights. Here it comes. And never miss. In my sights. Here it comes. And never miss. In my sights.
You will die here, and I will live forever. In this endless cycle, a prison of my own making. Break it! Shine your light upon eternity and cleanse the stain of chaos! Or be snuffed out! You might do.
Stay on your toes!
My life is flashing before my eyes!
Jen, okay?
Careful now!
Leon, hold on!
Jack!
In my sights, and never miss. Here it comes. In my sights, and never miss. Here it comes. In my sights. Here it comes. I never miss. Here it comes. I never miss. In my sights. Here it comes.
I win!
Bahamut was as good as its word. I expect better! You've got some shine.
My will manifest!
Die, die, die! Let's loot this place clean.
Time to go exploring.
There you are.
Let's make this entertaining. Breathtaking.
Things just got interesting. How is it they dirt?
This one's mine.
Enemy spot.
Time to go to work.
Jack! Neon!
I'm not dead yet.
Keep your head on straight, Jack.
That's all of them.
At least we have time to take a breather.
Nice. That was quick. Can't
Up,
be.
Jack! Get up!
Yeah, so what's up, man? I don't know if you can hear me. I should be set up for the stream right now. I kind of have the mic out while I'm kind of just running around kind of doing this real quick.
Are those cubes?
Because I do got to get up and make food and stuff soon. But I will add you on PlayStation, and I'll kind of run down the list of like kind of what you have to do to kind of set up the light stream. Because I believe you're actually already using Lightstream and you stream directly from your PlayStation. Or you're not using Lightstream, but when you start the stream from your PlayStation, right? Think of that as like plugging up another monitor to your computer, right? And then think of Lightstream as your actual computer, no matter where you choose to use it at. So you're only getting the visual source from your PlayStation, and then you have to actually control, monitor, and edit the stream from any other device. So if you have your PlayStation, you're playing on your PlayStation, you can do all of that from your phone. Now, if you want the chat to show up on your PlayStation on your screen while you're playing, so that way you can actually know when to like look back to check. I'm still trying to work out how to do that, but I'm not sure if it's possible. So I will continue to kind of look through the settings and see if that's possible or not. There are a few different options for the chat. So there's like your regular chat, then there's like a live chat, and you can still add in other resources. So I'm pretty sure you can add in like other chats as well. but I haven't really gotten that far and still using it. I'm still kind of freshly new at kind of setting up and using it. I'm using actually 3 different devices. So right now I'm streaming off of my Xbox, and then I'm using an iPad to actually have Lightstream open on the web browser, so that way I can utilize the camera from the iPad if I want to use the camera, and also use the mic from the iPad, as well as I'm getting the vocal and audio from my Xbox controller. So I'm using the camera from the Lightstream on the iPad, and I'm using the audio from my Xbox controller in the headset, and then I'm using my phone to actually respond to the chat messages via Twitch right now. But I'm actually streaming. I'm using Lightstream to stream the same audio and the same visuals to 2 different platforms. So it's streaming right now on YouTube, and it's streaming on the Twitch. Honestly, it took a little kind of going in circles to kind of get it to work, to be honest. It really wasn't working that well to begin with, because I would have to using the Lightstream this way, like using it on the iPad. So if I wanted to use the iPad to, respond to text messages, because from Lightstream, you actually can't respond to the messages, at least not with the free version, not the way I have it set up right now. I can't respond to messages on Lightstream, but in order to keep the audio from cutting out, and in order to keep the camera active, I can't switch from Lightstream and go to Twitch. If I was to do that, it will cut out the audio and scuff the audio, and it would mess up, and it would shut the camera off. So I have to use a different device in order to respond to messages. So I use my phone to respond to messages either on Twitch, or I'll go back and forth selecting between YouTube and Twitch. Although right now I'm technically only really using it for YouTube to kind of save the videos, so that way later on I can kind of maybe go back and edit it, or see if I can, when I get a computer or whatever, I can go back and maybe edit the videos there and make playlists of the videos. But the videos right now are not really set up in a specific way right now. They're just kind of me like going around playing, maybe trying videos and stuff. I do want to try a different game, make actual like episodes and videos, maybe like stuff with like an hour long, 2 hours long, and make actual videos that way by using it this way. So I'll be doing a live stream with it, and then I'll be saving the videos as well on YouTube, and then I'll go on YouTube and edit the videos, but I'll also do the live stream so people can watch it live, and then if people want to go back and watch it later, I can always just edit the videos on YouTube and then make a playlist with them there.
Learned a couple things from that.
I'm not sure if that helped. Give me 1 second. Let me turn down the TV volume, because I'm getting audio from 3 different devices. It's coming a little bit loud for me on my end. Let me see. Start a party, go here, go to audio settings, and then turn off TV volume. There we go. Now leave party.
This looks good.
Gonna use it?
Come on.
Time to go to work.
Alright, so now let me check back.
I think we're safe.
We got company.
Come on, follow me.
Wait, slow down.
Breathtaking.
Things just got interesting.
There you go.
Oh, I actually don't have any more answers. I guess it doesn't matter too much. We're gonna be farming on the opinion of difficulty after this guy, so it doesn't matter too much. Ah! Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. That's like actually ridiculous. That has to be. Oh, that's not even blue mage. What? That's funny. Alright, let me delete some items. Ooh, that's a lot. Dismantle. Let me see. Smithy. Dismantle. This. Ooh, no. Filter. 4-star. Go down. I kind of need some of these, but whatever. Ooh. Select all. Select all. Oh, actually, no. We have a decent amount of space left. Yeah, we got about a thousand slots left, so that's about 2 full inventories of stuff of 4 and 5 stars. Not bad. We got a little bit less we can do. What more we can do? This is supposed to be a damage showcase, but a friend here joined and kind of washing everything, so we're just gonna kind of go through do the missions to get to Lufinia. But for anybody else that's maybe watching or stop by on YouTube later on, we're definitely gonna go jump into this and check the damage for this on the bosses later on. But what I've noticed for this class is that I might actually need to apply the like the slow effect from, I think, the Chaos Bringer it is. I haven't really dabbled in using the Chaos Bringers or Light Bringer, or there's a third one, I think. Let me check. I'm pretty sure there's a third one, right? Light Bringer, Chaos Bringer, Dimension Bringer. Yeah, so I think I might actually need to use the slow from the Dimension Bringer to set up the damage from this on bosses. It might be a good idea instead of trying to use Lightbringer for extra damage, because I don't think I'm going to need extra damage when it comes to using this. I think we have to go this way to get the key for this mission, I believe.
Let's go.
Let's make this entertaining.
Alright, I'm going to try to counter this. Wait, hold up. Not that one. Hold up. I'm going to try to parry this with the katana attack. Oh, no! Guys, I have to get good with this one. Kind of like how I did with the other Knight, like kind of ease my way through fight with the rune knight and everything. Oh, the spin to win. Oh, that's funny. Look at this. Go, 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 go.
Time to go to work.
Look at this.
Can I use it?
Breathtaking.
Thanks, just got it.
Next.
I kind of want to do something similar for this with the bossing. Maybe set up Chaos Bringer, the Chaos Bringer, and then just do this, and then this.
All right.
I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if I can chain cancel and still keep that combo going at the same time. I think in order to do that, I might actually need to have Sylph as my one of the blessings. I'm not sure if chain canceling counts as dodging out of an attack, but it might. Ah. Although we are doing a lot of damage with the, I think we gotta go around. I think we are doing, I'm doing a lot of damage with the, just regular auto attacks. Even without the ego.
Looks good.
Oh, let me take off the...
Look at me.
Check it out, Jack.
There you go.
I don't stand a chance.
Ah, come here! Ah! Oh no, I can't get this.
See anything following us?
Ready to try again?
Oh my goodness. So I know for a fact that I can okay. I know for a fact that you could actually parry magic attacks with the Ascension ability. So like when we do this, that actually can parry magic attacks. Or rather projectiles in general. So any projectile, it could definitely do. Oh no, I'm gonna die with that. Oh wait, hold on. Before he kills everything, let me just do this real quick. Oh, dang it! Guys, I did it in one of the fights I was doing before. I managed to parry. I'm gonna try to get the countdown down for this. I'm gonna have to like get into like fighting enemies for a while to like kind of get used to doing it. Kind of how I was going and fighting the bosses to like dodge all the attacks. But I'm gonna get used to using the katana for that because I'm probably gonna use the katana as a weapon for a lot of builds, or for classic I can use the katana. Even if I only use the katana for like just as a stat stick and then cast magic or whatever, I'll probably still use the katana just because it's cool. But I would definitely want to get used to the katana combos. I don't think we need to go up there. We're just gonna go right to the mission. Actually, I'm gonna fight these real quick. Oh my goodness. Guys, I know I'm getting washed right now. I'm getting washed. We'll probably go through 2 missions. Maybe stop. We'll maybe stop once we get to. Is that 140k? It's 140k.
Nice.
Imbuing the weapon with holy. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do. I swapped out of it because I needed to get. Oh, actually, so right now I actually have it. So I swap out of the classes just so I can get the haste buff, the guaranteed haste. But I can also just apply haste with my white mage. So I don't actually have, my synergy is just barely off. If I had my synergy at max synergy, I would have it, like the haste buff at 4 MP bars. But because I don't, I just decided to, swap out of my Tyrant, because I want to use my Tyrant as my secondary class to use my weapon at holy.
That was quick.
But it's not necessary in terms of damage output when I'm going to be doing the boss phases or whatever later on, because this weapon actually already has chaos on it, so it does, in doing this, dark arts applies dark to my attacks, so I get a damage boost plus imbues my weapon with dark, and the effect from dark arts is actually way better than applying an element debuff. And because I'm using Odin, I'm always going to be applying a debuff, so whether it's going to be the Odin debuff or whether it's going to be the elemental element debuff, either one is going to give me damage.
Get hit and it's gonna hurt.
And then I'm also getting a boost, a damage boost from actually using Dark Arts by itself. So we're stacking damage boost and damage boost. The only problem is that we actually have to hit stuff. So Chaos Training might be important to use for bosses to set it up, or to either just get really, really good at parrying. We don't actually need to go up here. We could just go kill the thing downstairs, I think.
There's one.
Come on, follow me.
So I'm gonna let him fight upstairs and I'm gonna fight these. Oh wait, did he just drop that on his head? Where is it? So we can do this. No! I did this anyway, hold up. We're gonna do this, bravery, mighty strikes. No! One more time, one more time. Come on, do it. Bro, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Oh my god, I was gonna wait for him to do that and he still got me.
Time to go wild, Jed.
Whoa!
We're getting beat by the core over, guys. Oh wow, so he is using Mighty Strikes for his build. Mighty Strikes and then Chain Cancel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, imbuing the weapon with Holy is sick. It looks super cool. I want to know how there must be a way to keep it on indefinitely or to have it just last a lot longer. From what I've been trying to do with mine, it doesn't seem to work that well, but I'm guessing there's something else I would have to add to do. So let's go pick another mission real quick. We're gonna just go down the list real quick. And then we're probably gonna be getting to a boss soon. Oh yeah, see, look, yeah, he's using like the sword with the Tyrant, which is what I wanted to do with mine. My build was actually going to be using this, the Dark Knight with Tyrant. But I guess it doesn't, like, depending on the weapon. So what I was thinking actually is, like, depending on the weapon, guys, it really doesn't matter what class you're using unless you really want the synergies. So it really doesn't like matter what class you're actually using. So for me, I always want to have haste, so I guess that's kind of good. But I guess with certain builds, you don't need it to do what he's doing right now. What Froze is doing right now, I guess you really wouldn't need haste. You just would be spinning super fast. But it's not really necessary. For me, I'd want to be imbuing my weapon with an element to add the status element, and I'm pretty sure it's probably using. Let me see. Probably using, yeah, so using the Paladin for increased HP, increases break damage dealt when HP is at max, so you're gonna be getting max HP. Oh, he's using, yeah, Dark Knight, and then enhances the effects of Raider's Wisdom and boosts stunts based on your affinity. Activates the effects of Lightbringer when your soul burst. And your instinct gradually restores MP when Lightbringer is active. Automatically grants the effects of... Yeah, so this is... So the Raiders is actually a really good synergy to have. The only issue... See, this is like what I would need to do with mine. Because like I was trying to figure out exactly... I need like a tanking part to my build. But I was going to try to use Lightbringer, but I don't think I actually need to use any of the blue what I was using right now. So if you look at my build real quick, see I was like rechanging my synergies out or my affinities. And because I ran out of points to kind of switch things, I just had to ended up leaving the Celtic Warrior on. But if I was to change it out for that, I would actually be way better off and way stronger. And I think that I may actually not do the Celtic Warrior, and I may swap out. Maybe swap out Dragoon because I'm not getting the benefit from healing myself. And then I'll keep the Rune Knight for haste because haste is going to come in really handy when I'm doing that, and it will keep me with, you know, I'll always have a high HP. I mean MP. But we're still working on it. We're still working on this build right now. Obviously, seeing a bunch of different options and things that people have is really good, but I definitely need tanking. I was going to use Liberator because it increases the window in which you can parry attacks. So if I wanted to continuously keep doing this,
We'll take care of the rear.
I could just increase the window if I can do this. So I could just like keep doing this, which would be also just as viable. But it doesn't move me that far, so it would actually be it would be better off at fighting a boss. And then obviously my subclass to chain cancel to get my MP maxed out. I don't have one at the moment because I'm nice.
Come on, follow me.
I haven't seen something this good in a while.
Lucky.
Yeah, guys. So I have a long way. I have a long way to go to kind of apply some of the stat bonuses and upgrades.
Better try something.
But in terms of actual like damage output, the damage is there. What the issue with this class right now is it's lacking some slice of life. It's lacking some survivability. It's lacking a little bit of speed. But in terms of getting MP back, in terms of actual fighting.
need to patch ourselves
fine
up.
already. So a few more critiques. Oh, what is that? What aura is that? Is that dark? Or no, that can't be dark. It's this way. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm not. See, I have a little bit. See, I have some. See, now I start attacking. It's okay, but I do think Chaos Bringer may actually be better off to slow the enemies down, along with haste would actually be really good for this. I just haven't really used any of the Chaos Bringers or any of the Bringers for that matter, in any significant way. So utilizing a class to kind of use it, I'm gonna have to go and get different stats and stuff, maybe get some stat boost, increase its durability,
Make this entertaining.
It's link, stuff like that.
Found some cubes.
But I might not be able to do it tonight though. But I will definitely be hopping on and trying to farm some gear as I do that. From time to time, I'll be like, farming gear to file different builds and stuff, whatnot.
Wasn't much of a fight.
The next fight might not be so easy.
Wait, what? Where's the Oh no, this is where we started. Yeah, we gotta go this way though. We gotta go back up here.
Easy as pie.
Breathtaking.
So that's with no buffs.
That was quick.
But it's not
You
any
look almost
it's not
disappointed, Jack.
super crazy high damage, but it is definitely decent. Can I jump down here? I cannot jump down here. Alright, so we've kind of split up, so I'm gonna actually go the other way. Actually, you know what? I think this is the last one. Oh no, we got 2 more left. Wait for me!
We got company.
Time to go to work.
Hurry up and try it on. Over already?
Next.
Alright, to the waterfall, I believe, right? I think the last one is So the only thing I don't like about this ability is that it doesn't actually count as an auto attack. It counts to put on the Odin buff because it's a physical attack, but it does not count towards being like an auto or basic attack. So it doesn't actually replenish my MP. So, and it doesn't really count as an ability either, which is really annoying. But parrying is actually really good, so if I use it to parry, it would actually help a lot. But maybe being reactive to bosses and fighting. Oh, I think this is the Tomberry mission, I believe. Usually this map is a Tomberries, right?
This'll be a walk in the park.
Time to go exploring.
Guys, when we were trying to one-shot the Tomberry before, So nice.
Enemy spot.
Be ready for
We
anything.
definitely one-shot Tomberry now.
No!
Danger.
Don't give up, Jed.
This one's got some teeth.
Oh wait, does Mighty Strikes immediately make them weak to your attacks?
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, it does.
It wasn't much of a fight.
The next fight might not be so easy.
So you automatically get the weak damage from Mighty Strikes. So maybe not. Maybe we can go with Alexander.
We got company.
Time to go to work.
Haven't seen something this good in a while.
Lucky.
We might be able to actually. Well, for now, we're gonna be sticking with this because we want to. There's other options that we have for. Oh no! Oh, I was gonna try to counter all of those on some flex status, but that was definitely not going to work. But I think I can actually normal parry. So like this, I never used this button while playing the game until now, so it's actually kind of fire to use. But yeah, to just do normal parries actually will give me all of my MP back.
Let's go.
This will be a breeze. Haven't seen something this good in a while.
Lucky.
We got company.
Time to go to work.
Ah!
Hurry up, try it on.
Look at this weapon when it has blood on it. This looks so cool. In that Final Fantasy
This is
13
grim.
type music. No!
Take it from here,
I'm
Neon.
gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. What? Back attacks always crit.
That was rough.
Our journey continues.
No! Oh! So that knocks the Tomberry out of the ability. So that's weird, guys. So normally when we're trying to knock the Tomberry out of attacks, normally we eat like the purple thing, it continues to keep moving down with magic attacks unless the magic attack knocks it back. But this actually does knock it out of it, which is an unexpected good thing, I guess.
Haven't seen something this good in a
Unexpected
while.
surprise, I
I'll
guess.
take that. Let's go.
Let's make this interesting.
This got interesting. You know, I almost feel sorry for them.
Barely even worth the trouble.
There's one.
I don't stand a chance.
Better tread carefully.
What?
Bit off a little too much there.
At least we have time to take a breather.
This sucks.
This is just not good. Just run into that. Guys, we're gonna get beat by the Tomberry. We're getting beat by the Tomberry. But we might actually come back and do this a little bit later, because it is 3 o'clock and we do have somewhere to be later on today. So we might be stopping the stream a little bit early. Let's just go and check to see. So we've seen a couple, hold up, 1 second. So we've seen a couple builds of how to kind of do some stuff. For what we're kind of building right now with this, we're close to a build that we would be able to work with. The issue that we are obviously having is that we literally cannot, we have like no survivability to be hit. So let's go ahead and leave this room real quick, and we're gonna check something. So how much points do we technically have inside the smithy right now, right? We have fusion, we have for the exchange shop, super low amount. Just spent a lot on, yeah, I just got 9,999 rat tails, so those will come in handy. And I think that will make it easier to do upgrades, because the rat tails actually take up are the thing that costs the most. And as you can see, for our abilities, not edit party. Let's go to battle settings actually, let's do this instead. So if you look here, see I'm at 250, 250, 250. I want to get to 250 for both my shoes and my top. The issue that I was having is that I don't have enough materials to keep swapping all the affinities, and this affinity setup is kind of good for me. But as you can see, I'm at 598 affinity, which is, you know, for the most part kind of weird, but it would be at 600 if this was another, if my sword was maxed. The problem is that you see my sword is Alexander, so I might actually keep the sword as being Alexander. The only problem with this, I think, is that if I want to maximize, if I want to maximize my damage, I would want all of my buffs, all my primary blessings on my gear to be Odin, to give me the most amount of strength in physical attack, from what I understand. And then I would have additional buffs or blessings via my accessory. Now, the thing I was trying to do before was, as you can see, how I have improved effect bravery at 10. This is what I was trying to do before, how I got all the purple, the evocation, or the ultima rather, to max to get the improved effect bravery, 27.3%. So now I'm going to try to start stacking those, but the issue is that obviously I would have to swap out all the blues. So I'm looking at the soul shield MP recovery, 40.5%. I don't need to soul shield on this build for this character at all, so I might just take it off. But obviously I'm using the hat because it has Odin on it. And we got some other ones in here too. We got some other lower ones like 600, 700% in there that could also be more beneficial to kind of put on just in case. Like obviously we have another Odin here that we could put on another character or a different build. The only problem is that we're looking at the affinity bonus, the job affinity bonus first. We want the job affinity to be on any specific gear, the lowest it can be, to know whether it can be maxed out or not. For every piece aside from two-handed weapons, the lowest you want it to be at 190. So 190 affinity when you get the gear, and then you can upgrade it to 250. So basically it goes up about 60 points, right? You can just, it goes up 60% when you upgrade it. So no matter which gear I get, so like all of these that I have right here, like these are, like all of these are like, oh yeah, you know, I can kind of have these, like they're 133. The reason why I keep them is not because of the affinity, is because the skills that they have on them. So like this has MB calls daggers, combo abilities, 17.4%, but I'm about to have to get rid of a lot of gear. And then also just having the actual job affinity bonuses on the side. So whether evocation or ultima is what I was kind of looking for, because it kind of sucks when I'm upgrading material gears or trying to do that, and then I actually run out of just job affinities. And usually I would have, so like as you can see, this piece right here has the Celtic Warrior, but it has Ultima Celtic Warrior on it. I'll have like either a Celtic Warrior with none on it, or I'll have a Celtic Warrior with the evocation on, which is okay, but it sucks when I run out. So I try to keep as many as I can, but because I plan on grinding out some gear later on to kind of make a build specifically for grinding, or for grinding out and farming, I should say. After that, I'm probably gonna just be making some cool builds and just kind of running around and just like fighting and stuff, and then kind of going through the story with each individual class that I want to level up. The issue is obviously I wanted to do that at a low level for classes, but because we've been in the rift, going in and out of the rift, some of the classes obviously can go to past 200 now. They're on their way getting to 300. Obviously we got lucky with our Void Knight, so Void Knight is definitely going to be what we use to kind of go in on solos, at least especially starting out when we do our run from 1 to 200. So we'll be doing Void Knight. Obviously we got a lot of practice on the Void Knight. It's weird how our Warden is still capped at 200. This was the first class we got to 200. It's still capped at 200. In a lot of these classes that are over 200 now, I can still get their upgrades. I mean, their limit releases from the actual shop, from the Bahamut shop, exchange shop. So that being said, actually look, so Sage, this is probably going to be a 300, a 250, yeah, so this is going to be the 250. Celtic Warrior, I might as well put this at 250. Right. Dragoon, might as well put this at 250. Might as well put this at 250, because these only go to 250, right? So the rest of these are not capped. And then the next class we'll see. Actually, you know what? I want to check one thing actually, because I don't actually know what the ability for. Is it the charged attack? Oh, that's what this does. That's what this does. Actually, guys, we might actually swap it around. So what we were trying to do is use an imbued weapon, right? So I didn't actually use the Berserk class, so I didn't know what the ability for this was, but I just assumed that the attacking ones, usually they're some type of buff unless there's an attack. So as you can see, anything that's on this tree right here, like the samurai tree, so this is like a buff, this is a buff, this is an attack, this is a buff, this is an attack, this is an attack, this is an attack, this is an attack. So actually for the build, it might actually be better to swap these around and use this as the main class, as the job, and then so we don't get staggered. So while we're doing those attacks, we can just keep using it, and then we increase the effect of Berserk with Bravery as the buff and Mighty Strikes, or though we might not need Mighty Strikes. So let's go ahead and check real quick what Mighty Strikes we're going to probably do, because that actually looks a lot better if we can still apply the debuff, if we use the Tyrant to apply the effects, right? We might have to change a couple things, but technically speaking, we may not have to check anything, because the Dark Knight, although I want to use the Dark Knight as being the class, the main class, it may not make any sense for farming. Because we do lose HP. So let me see. Using a soul burst while Lightbringer is active will increase the. Oh no, this is such a warrior. So last resort, the effects of trigger when near death are all effects. So I can actually get these affinities without actually having to have it on, and I'm not benefiting from this at all. So this effect, I don't actually benefit from this. So getting this at 600 is like kind of pointless. So having this as my main class just to get the job affinity is like a waste, because that's like free job affinity. That's like a free maxed out job affinity for a class, which that does not work. Like, so I was trying to figure out exactly which affinities work. So I kind of wasted materials getting these up to 600 to see which ones would stack and which ones wouldn't. This right here actually does not work because it recovers HP based on the amount of MP gained from normal attacks, but your ascension stance with the katana does not count as auto attacks. Now if I was to switch my weapon to like maybe axe or great sword, that'll be a totally different story most likely. So because the weapons that we use usually have a 2-stage attacks, so ascension you have to go into the stance first and then you attack with it. So the second attacks that you, the slashes that you do can parry attacks, but it doesn't count as a basic attack. So, or it doesn't count as a normal attack. So we're gonna definitely swap that out. We were going with Dragoon because we thought if we recover HP and MP whenever exploiting an enemy's weakness. We figured that, you know, if we're attacking, if we put an element on an enemy and then make the enemy weak to an element and we keep attacking it, obviously we would be recovering HP and MP while doing that. So I'm still thinking that Dragoon may be a good option for that, so I might not take the Dragoon off. But what we'll do is, if we wanted to take the Dragoon off, it would have to be, we would have to take off the Dragoon and replace it with the Dark Knight, because the Dark Knight would give us extra damage. So Dark Knight affinity for Last Resort. So we would have Last Resort and Flames of Rebellion, which we would get the increased damage dealt when near death, and then increased damage dealt when the enemy is targeting you. So when we're targeted by an enemy, we do more damage, and then when we're near death, we get more damage. So, and we just get all, and Last Resort gives us all of the buffs all together, which getting it to 400 should be pretty easy. So that'll only take 2 slots. So basically what we would be doing is taking off Celtic Warrior, right? And putting in those 2 Celtic Warrior slots, we would be putting in Dark Knight, which would put us at 500 affinity. Or rather, we will take, yeah, that's what we'll be doing. So we'll be taking off the 2 Celtic Warriors and putting on Dark Knight in those slots to get Last Resort, Flames of Rebellion, and then Adrenaline bonus, and the rest of the boosts. Keeping on Dark Knight, and then we will, well, what if we put Dark Knight? Because what we could do is put, we could put this back on, right? Because the idea is to, we want to get this Memories of the Grizzled Veteran. We want to put this on, but only after we get our accessories in order, because it will make the next ability that we use critically hit. So it'll really help. So what we might do is 600% is 2. So if my weapon was at maxed and my helmet was at maxed, it would be 600%. So I can do Void Knight and the Yojimbo on my weapon when I get it maxed. That'll put it at 600%. They'll put both of those at 600%. And then for the 2 slots that I have the Celtic Warrior, so the top piece and the gloves, we can put that as Dark Knight, and then switch our main class over to the Berserk class, and then utilize the attack buff. But more importantly, the part where we won't get staggered is more important, to utilize that. Now, depending on how well that buff works, we may have to still take off maybe 1 from the Dragoon, which I believe will be good, because I don't think that we're getting the increased recover HP and MP whenever exploiting enemies' weakness. I don't think we're getting the benefit from this, but we'll try that first to see if we actually get the benefit from it. If we get the benefit from it, then we should be good to go to use it. But if not, then we will just scrap it and take off. We can leave the Dragoon on for the extra stat bonuses in HP, strength, and agility. It obviously increases break damage dealt when targeting enemies' weaknesses by 5.9%. So they're always going to be weak because we're going to be using Mighty Strikes, and we're going to be using Odin. So that's just going to be something to think about. But actually, let's see. And then we will have to change Lightbringer for Dimension Bringer. Once ability sets such as Soul Shield is increased your dimension count. This ability also grants the following effects. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we're missing a few abilities, because I don't think we can slow enemies down. So I want to try to use that as well. But we also got Mighty Strike. So let's see. Boost own attack type temporarily, allowing you to more easily pierce the enemy's resistance. Might not need. Summon Tachi might be a little bit overkill. But we're definitely going to rock with Bravery. Bravery just takes a lot of MP, but we're going to keep Bravery regardless. But alright guys, we're going to go ahead and stop the stream here. We got an event and stuff we got to do later on today, and I kind of want to eat, chill out, and relax for a little bit before we go. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys a little bit later. Alright, peace guys.